Well, hey there. Today I'm hiking the Laurel Highlands hiking trail, 70 miles from Seward, Pennsylvania, all the way back down to Ohiopyle. And you're watching Andy Parrish Outdoors. Well, hey everybody, Andy here. Thanks for joining me today. And today I am in western Pennsylvania hiking the Laurel Highlands hiking trail. We're just at mile marker 69. You can see the mile marker right there. Started at mile 70, so we're only 1 mile in with Brent and Johnnie on this trip. And we're gonna hike the 70 miles in 4 nights, 5 days. So a couple days we've got mileage close to 20 miles, and the last day will be a little bit shorter. Excited to do this, stretch the legs a little bit. 70 miles is definitely going to be a nice challenge. Haven't done that in a while, so looking forward to crushing some miles, getting some days on trail, seeing the beautiful trail system here in western PA. Just a stone's throw from Johnstown, Pennsylvania right now. So thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, this channel is all about backpacking and outdoor adventures and gears and tips and tricks and just a whole range of other fun stuff. So if you like that sort of thing, go ahead and subscribe and smash that notification bell so that you can be alerted every time I post new content. And there is a lot of new content coming. So sit back and relax, and let's dive right in. First tip and trick: don't start filming your intro as you start to hike a hill, because you get out of breath and you have to stop and redo it a couple times. So tip number 1. Probably a Jeep, some kind of truck. It's got to have positive traction to make those kind of marks, which was not available on the 64 Buick Skylark. So far the only overlooks have been because of power lines. It's still pretty cool. You can see the, yep, nothing like a scenic view of a power plant. You can see that off in the distance there, hopefully. There's 68.
You're getting a side smolder?
First big overlook should be the Johnstown view, other than the power lines ones we've had. Little snake, see that? All right, I think it's time to sit down and get some water. All right, we're going down the first shelter trail to just take a little break, take the packs off, see if we can get some more water, and maybe have a little snack for lunch. It's late in the afternoon for lunch, but it's Brent's rule, so you know we have to wait to eat. All right, so we're heading down to, again, that first shelter site, and it is quite a descent. So if you're going down to the first campsite after mile 65, you're going to have a nice drop down to where the shelter site is. We'll go take a look, get some of that on film so that you can see just what that layout looks like. But you're gonna have a nice climb out of it if you come down here to camp or just to stop and get water and have some food like we're doing. All right, there's a little sign here just saying welcome, permits required. Here's the shelters. The first one we came across is number 5. There's number 4, number 3. So there should be 2 other ones further down. It's a nice little fire ring here. This is kind of the first opening that you come to. There's a little bridge across, and you can see a little sign over there with a campground sign, so there might be some tent areas over there. Take a look at the pool shelters. Little fireplace stocked with wood. There's some coat hangers here to hang up your gear. There's a little stream running through. I can see the roof of the other shelter a little down this way through the trees. Okay, so here's the other 2, a little further down. So just to kind of give you, up this way is the trail head up to the LAurel Highlands hiking trail. Came down that big hill, come to that first clearing over here and get those. There's a path that comes down over here, or there's a little connector trail between them. Okay, there's a little fire road that continues up that way. And then there's another opening here that opens up to 2 more shelters. Here's a really nice fire ring setup. My guess is that's number 2, and that actually looks like it could be a privy, just the way the pipes are coming out of the roof like that. Oh yeah, I see a sign that says women's. Okay, so there's number 2 shelter. Come down a little way. They've got a splitter and a little mallet for you to split some of the logs that are down here for firewood, which is super cool. They've got a little thing for pet waste, sign for regulations and whatnot. Here's the women's. That would, my guess, be the men's, and then that would be shelter number 1. So you've got 1 and 2 that are split between the 2 bathrooms, the 2 privies. And this one says men. And there's a spigot right here. Water is not potable, not for human consumption. So that just means you're going to have to filter this well. Curious if it's even running. It is. Okay, takes a little while to get going, but there's enough, and you can see the stream running down below pretty well here. So there's 2 different streams running through camp. That again, you'd have to treat the water, filter the water, but you do have a well right here that is working. And then let's take a look at what these look like real quick. Take you inside. Anybody home? Got your hand sanitizer. And you've got the urinals for the guys. And then the stalls. That one could use a little work. That one's a lot cleaner. And then you've got toilet paper too. So that's kind of nice to have this stocked and available for your use. So for backcountry camping, that's pretty unusual. And then down here you'll see too, shelter number 1, there's a picnic table that somebody's hauled all the way out here next to the fire ring. So there's a sign down here for campsites. So prior reservation. So my guess is you walk down here, there's probably a few other campsites. And there looked like there was 1 or 2 up by shelter 5 too. So there we go. That's the quick tour of, what is it, the Route 56 shelters. It's the first one from the northern terminus, just past mile marker 65. That's all for now. I will check back in later. So we're coming up on, I think, about 8 miles in. Oh, here's the marker actually right here in front of me. So let's see, 63. So 7 miles on the trail, and then if you include the little jog down to the first campsite and back, we're tracking close to 8 miles, a little under that. But completed 7 miles on trail. Had the first section, which is pretty much just the climb up to the first campsite and then a little bit beyond that, and then it's kind of leveled out and you get this beautiful kind of, you know, fern, you know, undercover. It's really grown up. It's really pretty, but it's all through here. This whole section of trail has been a lot of that, so really nice. It's been pretty rocky, especially on the ups and downs, but it's not so bad on some of these sections that are pretty flat. A little more dirt, a little less rock, a little more comfortable on the feet and then the ankles and the knees. So Brent and Jonnie are up ahead, just hiking ahead a little bit. So letting them kind of take the lead for a while. I kind of led on the climb, and it's kind of nice sometimes to just hang back a little bit and enjoy the views a little bit, not have to worry about the pace and, you know, all that stuff. So mile 61, little bench. That's beautiful when there's no leaves. After 7 o'clock, we're coming up on, I think it's the 271 road crossing. I'll check the map in a little bit. I can hear it. And we're approaching the mile marker 57, which will be 13 miles from the start. And I think including our little side jaunt, it's been about 14 miles, close to that. So
Oh, that would have been great. We should have had that guy do that for us. What does this say?
let's do it.
You're filming right now?
How can you tell?
Because the little red lights.
Oh, look at
blinking.
that!
Yeah, I figured it out.
Cameras are fun.
Yeah.
All right, we're hiking up the little side trail towards the shelters. It's a good distance off the LAurel Highlands hiking trail. I think we're at number 1.
Yeah, where's number 1 is what we're asking.
Is that the well over there?
Over where? Down there?
It is nice to have the shelter, so then if it does rain, we have a place to roll things up so we don't have them put on the wet ground.
Yeah.
Like to roll this stupid air pad up is not fun.
I'm going to refilm something real quick. Are you guys home for the evening?
Well, hey everybody, it's getting dark a little bit, so it may be a little hard to see, but I was able to get camp set up here behind me, the hammock and everything. We're cooking some dinner right now. We did about 15 miles today to the 271 shelters, I believe is where we're at. Water situation's not good here. It's supposed to be more reliable at the parking lot as you're coming through. Right now there's a little stream that's unreliable that's running a little bit, so we're able to get a little bit of water. Should be enough to cook and make through tonight, and then on the way out we'll probably stop at the parking lot on the way back to the trailhead and get some more. So that's it in a nutshell. I've got dinner, rehydrating right now. Gonna have some peak refuel, a variety I haven't tried before, so I'll see if I can't give you guys a little heads up on how that tastes. I think it's the sweet pork, so it's gotten good reviews, but I've never tried it. So we're gonna get a bear line hung here in a second, and then if we've got time, maybe go look for some firewood if we can do a fire tonight, but we may just call it a night too. So all right, that's all for now. Gonna go get that done. I will check back in later, maybe right before bed.